Since that driver hit my minivan, I haven't been able to just relax until I found the injury attorneys at BD&J.
The personal injury attorneys at BD&J have recovered over $1 billion for their clients. Make the call to BD&J today.
Now at 4, border communities are bracing for an expected surge of people arriving at the U.S.-Mexico border as a controversial pandemic-era immigration policy expires. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 4. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm Pedro Rivera. The health law known as Title 42 ends tomorrow, and federal officials say they're ready for an influx of people.
KTLA 5's Chip Yost is live in San Diego near the San Ysidro port of entry with how authorities are preparing. Chip, what are you seeing? We can already see a lot of people behind you.
Yeah, there are a lot. Let me step out of the way so you can see a little more. We're here at the border wall. This is, as you said, in San Diego. This is that area between two border walls we've been talking about where people have been staging as we have this lead up to the end of Title 42. This area here that you're looking at, we've talked to people from at least 3 different continents so far, people from all over the world trying to make their way into the United States, many of them with asylum claims. Now, here's what's happening with Title 42. Title 42, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. our time, it will end. Title 42 was the coronavirus health order that allowed Border Patrol agents and customs officials to turn people away quickly when they came to the border saying they wanted to make an asylum claim. Instead of making that asylum claim, they were able to turn them away quickly, send them back either into Mexico or the country where they came from. Well, that health order ends tomorrow. There's been a surge at the border with that being anticipated. Some thinking it'll be easier to get in afterwards, some thinking it'll be harder, and they want to try to cross the border before it ends. Whatever the case, it is ending today. The Secretary of Homeland Security announced some new measures to try to discourage people from making this dangerous trek, telling them it won't be easier to get into the United States, that you could actually face more severe penalties if you're caught crossing the border illegally and sent back. You could face a 5-year ban from trying to get into the United States illegally again. They've taken some other measures too. They're sending some more resources, human resources, to the border to help process some of the asylum claims quicker, because there are going to be more asylum claims accepted once Title 42 ends. So that's maybe one piece of good news for these people waiting. Maybe they'll have a better chance here of getting in. But this video, a family we spoke to just a bit ago, a gentleman we talked to, his wife and 1-year-old son came from Africa, made a dangerous trek, went through Central America, through Mexico, finally made their way here right near the San Ysidro port of entry, and he described just to be a very dangerous trek. His son, 1-year-old son, got sick over the last couple of days because they've been out in the cold overnight. He said they've been robbed along the way, and they're basically down to their last bit of money, hoping that they get in and see someone who will grant them the asylum they are seeking. He says as bad as that trek was, though, to get here to the border, he says the situation in his home country is worse. What's going on in your country that you want to come here?
There is a coup. The military took the power, and they're doing all they want. If you protest, they kill you or they put you in prison. That's why, in jail. That's why we came. And my ethnic group, the Fulani, we don't feel safe there anymore.
Now, as we've been hearing, there's been a lot of criticism of the federal government's response to this surge, especially in people trying to cross the border illegally before Title 42 ends. You may remember Governor Greg Abbott sent some National Guard troops, some specially trained, he said, National Guard troops to the border to try to stop people from coming into Texas illegally, since he says the government wasn't doing it. Here in San Diego, we understand there is going to be an operation. We talked to a congressman down here, some sort of operation of enforcement, nothing like what's going on in Texas, but something to show a show of force to try to discourage anybody thinking of coming in illegally. He expects that to happen later tonight. The situation's still busy here on the border as Title 42 is set to end tomorrow night at 9 p.m. our time. For now, reporting live at the border, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Chip, great reporting out there. We'll check in throughout the evening. The LA City Council has voted to pass a resolution that will expand the city's anti-camping laws. The expansion includes 2 locations in Woodland Hills, the 5400 block of Alhama Drive and that same block, 5400 of Comercio Way. City departments will